In life, there will always be winners and there will be losers. So naturally, this summer had its own winners and it had its losers.
Now, there were lots of major stories this summer. You had the feud between Elon Musk and President Trump that started with the government funding bill. You also had the Trump administration's Epstein files fallout, which led to backlash from both Democrats and Republicans.
There's also the shocking victory of Socialist Democrat Zohran Mamdani in the New York City mayoral primary against Andrew Cuomo. And of course, you had the gerrymandering war, whose two main characters were President Trump and California Governor Gavin Newsom. So with that being said, Lindsey, who is your summer 2025 winner?
Well, you just said it. I think Governor Gavin Newsom has been my winner, and not just because he's constantly using the word taco. Trump always chickens out.
Are you going to have another
I'm not going to do it again.
Outburst?
Look, y'all.
Taco. No,
it's not funny. It's just funny when it was funny. I can't laugh on demand.
All right.
So I think his tweet saying, listen, the most lowest polling president in all caps in American history. And like, he is meeting fire with fire, and I find it quite entertaining. I think he's also intentionally laying the groundwork for his presidential run that's coming up, which is very obvious. But what he's doing is showing people that, you know, if this is acceptable, because reporters asked him about it, how is your behavior? What are you doing? He's like, if this is acceptable from the highest office in our land and you don't say anything to President Trump, then I'm just showing you exactly how this man behaves, and this is what I'm doing while still governing and leading my state. And he also is telling people, you have an option to add this redistricting on November 4th to our ballots to make it official so that we also gain seats, since the Republicans are, in his term, trying to cheat and gain seats unnecessarily in Texas, a place where, you know,
right, only
redistricting is not necessary. No, it happens back and forth. But I still think that Newsom has won this summer because he is very much, you know, ahead of the game. And finally, people have been begging for somebody to have a backbone. He's having a backbone. Trump is like, I'm going to arrest you. He's sending his location. Like, okay, what are you talking about? All these idle threats.
But he fights. You're doing but he fights, but for Gavin.
Yeah, he fights. He does fight. And I think it's quite funny.
Those silly little internet things or whatever he's doing. Look, I don't have a problem. He can do whatever he wants. He is, in some ways, I've credited him as being a more interesting and innovative political communicator than I thought he was. His podcast has been successful. Yeah, that's all fine.
Very relatable, very down to earth.
But now even like some in the Democratic media establishment are going, what are you doing? And you don't want to you don't want to alienate those people if you're a Democrat. You certainly want to alienate them if you're
We want people to
Republican.
stop clutching their pearls. Okay, no, we do want people to have a variety. You got to have a spectrum of different Democrats, from Mamdani to Governor Gavin Newsom to Jasmine Crockett. Like, you should have a wide variety. AOC.
From far left
everybody
socialism
being able to move around.
Progressive socialism, like
everyone being able to do what they want, but also get to the same goal. But I know that you probably have a favorite of the summer, right?
Yeah. I mean,
so who is your favorite? No, don't say force. Say it with your chest. Who is your favorite of the summer?
Really, my favorite person this summer? No, who
think won the summer?
I don't know. It's hard to say that an individual won the summer. I was thinking, Thomas Massie was who I was going to say, because he's had a pretty good
And I love that pick for you. I love that pick for me. He's one of my favorite Republicans.
But I also think maybe it's just Trump.
Don't switch your pick in the fourth quarter. Your pick is Thomas Massie, my type of Republican who doesn't want to bomb or attack Iran in any way. He's against a lot of Trump policies. He's my perfect Republican friend.
Yeah, I love Thomas Massie, and I wish he were president, and I wish all his policy ideas were implemented. We would have no big, beautiful bill. We'd have no tariffs. We'd have no debt. We'd have no bloated Defense Department. We'd have no foreign aid. We would release whatever information we have on the Epstein files. He's great. He's a national hero. He has, gotten under the skin of Trump for criticizing some of the deviations Trump has from America First.
There's an aggressive MAGA campaign against him right now. They running millions of dollars of ads so that he can lose. It's like, that's so interesting. That when you said that was your pick, I was like, wow, Robby, maybe I'm persuading you to.
I've been a loyal defender and lover and supporter of Thomas Massie for forever. He's the person in the House who most closely resembles my ideology, as Rand Paul is in the Senate, and then it's not even close. Like, that's those two and then no one for me. So I certainly hope he remains in the House, able to, MAGA, if you're upset he's not gone along with Trump on everything, just remember, it's helpful to have libertarians in the conversation trying to steer you toward trying to help yourselves from just endorsing big government at all times, which is not what the people want. But the temptation to do it is too powerful.
Those are our winners of the summer. So now, is human chatbot romance on the rocks? Our next guest tells us more. Stick around.